Alright everyone, welcome to the Helfer Training 101 channel. If you're new to operating one of these awesome machines, you've come to the right place today. We're going to cover the top mistakes almost every beginner makes, and more importantly, how you can avoid them and become a forklift pro. Let's get right into it. First up, the number one classic rookie move, driving with the forks way too high. I call this the giraffe neck. You see operators zipping around with their forks 3 feet in the air. Why is this a problem? It's super unstable. Your forklift's center of gravity gets all wonky, making it much easier to tip over, especially when you're turning. Plus, you can't see what's directly in front of you on the ground. The simple fix: always drive with your forks about 4 to 6 inches off the ground. That's about the height of a soda can. Just high enough to clear any bumps, but low enough to keep you stable and safe. Any questions about fork height before we move on? Let's take a quick pause. Okay, great. Next mistake, turning too fast. We've all seen it in movies, the dramatic high-speed chase ending in a sharp turn. Well, in a forklift, that's a recipe for disaster. Unlike your car, forklifts steer from the rear wheels. This means the back end swings out wide when you turn. If you take that corner like you're in a sports car, you could easily tip over or swing the back of your forklift into a rack, a wall, or even a person. The solution is simple: slow down before you turn, approach every corner with caution, check your surroundings, and make a smooth, controlled turn. Remember, slow and steady wins the race and keeps you from having a really bad day. Got any questions on turning? Let's take a quick pause. Awesome. Let's keep rolling. Mistake number 3 is being too quiet. I'm talking about not using your horn. Your forklift horn isn't for celebrating a touchdown. It's a vital safety tool. Warehouses are busy, noisy places. People are walking around, other equipment is moving, and there are blind corners everywhere. You need to announce your presence. The rule of thumb is to honk at every intersection, every blind corner, and anytime you're exiting or entering a doorway. A quick beep beep lets everyone know, hey, forklift coming through. It's a simple habit that can prevent major accidents. Don't be shy. Use that horn. Any questions about being a noisy but safe operator? Let's take a quick pause. Let's talk about picking things up. Mistake number 4 is poor pallet entry. You see beginners approaching a pallet like they're trying to spear a fish. They come in crooked, too fast, or with the forks at the wrong height. What happens? You can splinter the pallet, push it across the floor, or worse, miss the entry pockets and damage the product you're trying to pick up. The proper way is to square up to the pallet. Stop about a foot away, make sure your forks are level, and adjust your height so they slide in perfectly. Then, proceed slowly and smoothly into the pallet until your forks are all the way in. It's about precision, not speed. Any questions on getting into those pallets cleanly? Let's take a quick pause. Okay, moving on. Once you've perfectly entered the pallet, we hit our next common mistake: forgetting to tilt the load back. You've lifted the pallet and you're ready to go. But if you don't tilt the mast back towards you, that load is just sitting there, waiting for a bump or a sudden stop to slide right off the front of your forks. Imagine $1,000 worth of product crashing to the floor. Not good. So, as soon as your load is off the ground, always apply a slight backward tilt. This cradles the load against the backrest, making it much more secure for travel. It's a tiny move that makes a huge difference in stability. Any questions about the tilt? Let's take a quick pause. Next up is a big one, driving with poor visibility. This happens when you have a load that is so tall or wide you can't see over or around it. Some people just cross their fingers and drive forward anyway, essentially driving blind. This is incredibly dangerous. You have no idea what or who is in your path. The rule is simple. If your load blocks your view, you must drive in reverse. Yes, it feels a little weird at first, but it's the only way to see where you're going. You'll need to turn your head and look over your shoulder in the direction of travel. Never, ever drive forward if you can't see the path ahead. It's just not worth the risk. Any questions on driving backwards to see forwards? Let's take a quick pause. Alright, we're nearing the end. This next mistake is the root cause of many others. Rushing, you've got a deadline. The pressure is on, and you start trying to do everything faster. You speed, you turn too quickly, you don't check your surroundings. Rushing is when accidents happen. It's when you forget the simple, fundamental safety steps we've been talking about. The best forklift operators are smooth and efficient. Not fast and frantic. Take a deep breath. Focus on one task at a time. It is always faster to do the job right the first time than it is to clean up a mess or fill out an accident report. Safety and efficiency go hand in hand. Never sacrifice one for the other. Any questions about keeping a cool head? Let's take a quick pause. And our final mistake for today, not checking your overhead clearance. This one is easy to forget but can cause massive damage. You're focused on the path in front of you, but you forget to look up. You drive under a low-hanging pipe, a doorway, or into the back of a truck, and bam! You've just hit something with your mast. Before you lift a load high or drive through any kind of entryway, always look up. Know the height of your forklift's mast, both when it's lowered and when it's fully extended. Be aware of your environment. A quick glance up can save you from a very costly and embarrassing mistake. Any final questions on overhead clearance or anything else we've covered? Let's take a quick pause. That's a wrap on our top beginner mistakes. Remember, driving a forklift is a skill that takes practice. Focus on being smooth, aware, and deliberate. Keep your forks low, slow down for turns, use your horn, line up your pallets, tilt your loads, drive in reverse when you can't see, don't rush, and always look up. You do these things, and you'll be one of the safest operators out there. Thanks for watching, stay safe, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more tips. See you next time.